go, Pete. Nice! Nice! That was awesome! Whoa, he's still up! That was so cool! That was the most sideways he probably has ever gone.
Yeah, you're good. Really late, really late.
Good early morning to you. Nice psychotic laugh. Just getting settled in for my, Yo! What's going on? People are awake. It is the butt crack of dawn. Just trying some new stuff here. I mean, I've been working for about 4 hours. No, 3 hours already. It is morning. We are
23 said, bro, it's 2:06 p.m. in Wales.
2:06 p.m. That's not the morning. Wait, am I doing things right here? I am a little groggy. Side camera should be on. I'm in the dark. It's a Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, July the 22nd, 2026. And I decided to join everybody super ridiculously early.
89 said, howdy.
Howdy.
What time is it for you, RNLOL?
It is a little after 6 o'clock in the morning. I started work at about 3, unintentionally. I can put on the lights for you guys in a minute if you want. I wonder how in the dark I am. The other camera.
Sarahcam78 said it's perfectly bright. We can see you just fine.
No, you can't. Can you? The side camera that I'm on doesn't even have a good low light sensor. Wait till this song ends and I switch over to the other one.
7808 said no lights needed.
No lights needed. You know what? Maybe starting the day
Matt
without
Honker
lights.
said it looks perfect.
Hey, Matt Honker. Matt Honker. What do you got?
Hafnium89 said we can.
I can't believe you guys are here.
Hafnium89 said it's all good.
I almost went on at like 5 in the morning.
Angel3 Fry said I see you with my special eyes.
But I figured it was, they're called fancy working eyes. I figured 5 in the morning would be a little bit early. But, hey, welcome, and...
The Blind Surfer Show is brought to you by Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Order a mystery box, pump the nozzle, and see if you can determine the scent just by smell. When you're ready to know for sure, peel to reveal. Order today at blindpenguin.com.
Indeed. It is brought to you by...
Baggier Shorts 23 said my half-working eyes can see you fine.
You should probably see me even better now because this camera, the Sony ZV-E1 with a fancy full-frame sensor, should make it even more obvious. Although I'm told...
Cam7808 said, yeah, you look just fine.
Well,
honestly, don't think you need the head-on lights with this camera.
All right, well, maybe we can do it like that
Matt Honker said
from
there's
now
no
on.
light in the window, so the room lights aren't fighting.
That's good. All right. Well, I learned one thing. I don't need lights in the morning, which is great. Then I don't have to have a headache.
Devlin Dusbin said the Pete Gustin freaking morning show wow.
I know, right? What's up, blind husband? Sarah, LT, 3 Fries over there, Angel 3 Fries. I can't believe you guys are all awake. What are you doing? We spent 2.5 hours together yesterday, and I found out...
Cam7808 said, don't give yourself headaches.
Yeah, I get headaches all the time. I broke another record on TikTok yesterday, surprisingly.
Cam7808 said, hey, blind husband.
I just heard random voices.
Matt Honker said, I'm getting ready for work.
Cool. That's what I was hoping to do. Keep people company as they were getting ready for work.
Angel 3 Fries said, I'm at work, haha.
All right. And then people at work, I can keep you company. I don't know if you guys can see...
Oliver Buckley T60 said, good morning.
Good morning, Oliver Guckley. What's going on? In the same broadcast yesterday, I broke a record on Twitch. I had 1,300 people, which I just had barely broken 1,000 before. I broke the record and I got thrown off all in the same stream.
Said I'll be listening while I'm at work,
which was kind of funny. I think it's I wanted to hit a new audience, and I wanted to let everybody know that I've managed to survive over a week all by myself. They're always asking me, like, how do you live or how would you live by yourself? As if Banana is like my caretaker. Well, I got to bring this thing up.
At Nightcrack02 said, what do forklifts and women have in common with each other?
Picking up? I don't know. What? You tell me.
At Sonic Goalie 1235 said, damn.
Well, you got to give me the answer.
Expected you to have more views on Whitey.
Well, thanks. I mean, it's spread out. So we're on. If you've never,
Baggier Shorts 23 said clapping hands emoji, clapping
if
hands
you've never
emoji,
checked this out
clapping
before,
hands emoji,
the views are
clapping
spread
hands
out
emoji, clapping.
amongst all the platforms. I'm on YouTube horizontal, where there's probably like 3 people, and then I'm on YouTube vertical, where there's probably more people. We actually had 95 peak concurrent on YouTube vertical last night. I've never broken 100, and I thought that would be pretty cool. Also, that person, I feel like that's a passive aggressive thing. Like, damn, thought you'd have more. That's not someone actually, as far as I can tell, it's not someone actually being like, oh man, I thought you'd have more. They're rubbing in my face that there aren't more. They think they're rubbing in my face, but whatever. It's an aggregate. I'm on YouTube horizontal and vertical. I'm on Twitch horizontal and vertical. We're on Facebook and we're on TikTok. And usually when you add them all together, we somehow end up around 150 to 200 peak concurrent. So it's a nice little group. Friendly people welcome, annoying people not so much. Look, all right. Reset, Pete. Start the day in a happy mode. I can show you guys the chat.
Says, are people able to raid this channel?
Yes, you can definitely raid this channel.
Says hi.
Hi. I'm trying to filter more people over to TikTok. That was not TikTok. Trying to filter more people over to Twitch. We've been trying to get to around 30 peak concurrent on Twitch, which is just a nice little fun group of people to hang out with. And if you want to hit me up on Twitch, it's at Pete Gustin.
Press says, I've never been able to catch you live. I'm usually asleep when you are.
That's
I clicked on this.
Yeah, that's kind of why I figured I would try the morning show. I'm going to try and go. So Banana's been away all week, and I've just been keeping myself busy by doing a lot of work and doing a whole bunch of live streams. I've been doing like 2 to 2.5 hours every day. And I just kind of wanted to see. It's funny, AI is everything now. Like you try and reach out to tech support, and there's no people. You're just talking to a chat bot basically. And so I was talking to the chat bot that I almost said works for YouTube, but is on YouTube. And I was asking, are there a lot of people that are online at 6 o'clock in the morning Pacific time in terms of streaming? And the thing's like, there aren't a lot of people.
Says my non's cat is going to the vets today.
Oh, well, I hope it does all right.
Says 0 in stereo, YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, you can get me on both platforms. Hi, good morning. It told me it's like there aren't a lot of people that are online at that time. So the robot actually recommended that, like, I wouldn't recommend going live at that time. You might not get a lot of people. However, if you do get some people, they should be highly engaged because it's a smaller audience and a smaller pie to choose from. So hopefully you guys will be engaged with me this evening. And as you can tell, I wonder if we're going to get a lot of new people. We already got some of the regulars in here. LT, Sarah's here. And the new people, though, you guys, if you've never experienced this before, I put the chat up on the screen, or I just press the button and let it play out loud. So whatever messages you're saying, if I happen to have the button pressed at that moment, I will be able to hear it. If you're dying to get your message read out loud automatically.
Sarah Cam
7808 says, when do your work calls start coming in the morning?
3 o'clock in the morning usually.
602 says it is 16:13 here.
That's 4:13 in the morning. Yeah, the work calls usually start around 3, sometimes a little bit later, but it gets really, really heavy right around 8 o'clock a.m. So I was going to try.
Fisher 2859 says, oh, hi Pete, didn't know you do live streams now. Hope you are well. Have you ever surfed the Gulf of Mexico? Corpus Christi waters are nice.
I've never surfed the Gulf of Mexico. Didn't they change the name of that?
Faking about being blind?
Isn't it the...
Luke Oakley says, I'm terrified of becoming blind. Are you happy?
What do you mean I'm faking being blind?
Sarah, you're an early rise.
Why would that person ask if I'm faking being blind? Hold on, I put the chat off because I was going to...
Jordan says, good morning, Pete, hello.
Morning. Yeah, I was hoping to hit a bunch of new people this time.
Yeah, the time zone differences can be a pain. I'm in Ireland right now and it's only 2:15 p.m.
Well, that's another reason I was doing the morning.
318 says a deaf guy told me you're not really blind.
Oh, all right, whatever. Someone's trying to be funny, I guess. Yeah, usually I go live on the weekdays. Sometime I've been going 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is pretty late in the European Union. But I've been getting a lot of people from all over Europe and New Zealand and Australia in the evening. But I decided to try and do a morning thing, see if we could encounter some new people. I was actually expecting just to be sitting here talking to myself for an hour. I didn't think anybody would be on here. So I'm very excited you guys are joining me. If anybody wants to hop on over to Twitch, follow at Pete Gustin. Your username will get shouted out automatically, live, loud with the robot voice, and Steve will pop up on the screen. Some confetti will fly into his face. If you do 200 bits or more on Twitch, the message will get read out loud automatically. On YouTube, it's $3 or more as a super chat, and it'll get read out loud. But as I was saying, I'm surviving. People, how could you live alone if you're blind? I do think people think Banana takes care of me. Kind of make sure that I'm still alive. I've been here. I'm going on day 8, and I believe she's coming home tomorrow. She's been on vacation in Boston with her friend Jenny, celebrating Jenny's birthday, which was this past Sunday, the day of the World Cup final. Congratulations to Spain. And I think they're both getting tattoos today in Boston, I believe, which, when Banana comes back, she may or may not have a new tattoo, and I won't be able to see it, but you guys will. Maybe we'll show it on the stream the next time she comes on and joins me. She will not be up on one of these morning streams. I guarantee you that. She's not going to be doing one of these things. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be doing mornings a couple days a week and evenings a couple days a week, or try to do all evenings, but I am going to try and just do more in general because I'm having fun with it. See, that's how it goes.
Sarakam 7808 just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you, Sarah.
Please take some time for yourself, get some naps, rest and self-care when you can.
I have been passing out in random parts of the house over the past week and change because, and it's not necessarily that I'm doing all these lives. The lives that I'm doing where I'm spending 2 hours talking to you guys, if I wasn't doing that, I'd be working on some other project or other. I don't really relax very well, but it's the fact that for some reason over the past week, I've been, I keep getting hit up in the middle of the night with a bunch of my clients, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It's like, hey, Pete, are you awake? I'm like, oh, I am now. I actually sleep with my phone on and the alerts on loud, and I sleep with an Apple Watch that vibrates because when someone needs a voiceover, even if it's 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning, they do need me to do it. But yeah, this whole week, day 8, I've been completely surviving. I've been able to shower by myself. Yep, I can do that. I don't pay anybody to come shower me. I'm talking about real questions I get. People actually ask me, they're like, do you shower by yourself as a blind person? I'm like, yes, I can shower all by myself. And I can feed myself too. Mostly I just have a bunch of prepared meals that I throw in the microwave. So it's not the hardest thing in the world. Let's see, I've been shaving by myself. I've been doing all my video editing. Yes. If you didn't know that, I edit my videos by myself. The only thing, I did some laundry. I ruined a rug. Had to throw that away. Hopefully Banana won't be too pissed about that when she gets home. The only thing that I haven't been so great at is we have a dishwasher that doesn't have any tactile buttons on it. It's all just a flat screen. So I've gone through almost all the dishes over the past 8 days. Almost. I think I got 2 more forks and 2 more spoons. And then I'm going to have to start washing by hand. Washing by hand. What a travesty.
Blind Press says I've gotten asked how do you even have kids? And they actually meant, how did I do the act that created them? It's pathetic.
That is...
Siblin Husband says when I saw your first stream on Twitch about a week ago. Sorry for aggravating you. I've really enjoyed watching your show.
Everybody aggravates me at one point or another.
1111 says how are you today?
That's my problem. But
Saracom 7808 says Justin, for your information, you can't use enzymatic cleaner and detergent at the same time.
Okay. Well, yeah, was it Joni? Joni texted me about that. I was supposed to use, I don't know, I ruined the damn. And there's Skylar. Skylar just decided to show up. We were, they're funny. Me and the dogs were all in the same bed. Hi, sweetheart. Can you guys see her? I feel I'm hoping that so this camera is supposed, you pay all this more. I didn't pay, it was given to me, but the camera is super expensive for a number of reasons. It has a really good quality image, but they say that it's supposed to be really, really good in low light. So
it says it's Sky, hey baby pop.
Yeah, so I hope you guys can see my my little puppies over there. So the two of them together here, when you follow on YouTube, Skylar pops up on the screen, lower left. Oh, that was friggin' weird timing.
At Joni BC says hello, Skylar.
Like I said, when you follow on YouTube, Skylar pops up on the screen.
At the Furio 2 says how do you surf with no sight? What if there are coral rocks in shallow water?
I wouldn't surf near coral rocks in shallow water. the answers that you guys seek are always so obvious. It just, engage your noodle for a second. Dear people, public service announcement from Pete Guston, the blind surfer. When you have a question, engage your noodle and see if you can figure it out yourself. Because, like, why would I go surfing in a spot where there's shallow rocks or coral in shallow water? Like, why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense because I wouldn't be able to see it and I'd probably crash into it. There is a place a little bit up the coast from me here in Oceanside called The Rock, and that means that there's a rock in the water and you can see it in low tide and you kind of just have to know where it is in higher tide. And you know how I avoid the rock? I don't surf at the rock. So, yeah, and in terms of avoiding the people, that's what I have coaches out there for. They try and put me in positions where we scout on land, we drive up and down the coast, and they're looking for places where there aren't a lot of people. And then once we get out into the water, we try and stay away from people. And it's sometimes, because I only really surf on the weekends, it's unavoidable. I can't have the ocean all to myself all the time. But if we're out there, we try and find our own little peak, our own little spot, stay away from people. And then sometimes people come over because they're curious. They're like, hey, I see that your shirt says blind surfer. What's that all about? It's the most common. It's probably too dark in here for you to see it. And I don't think the vertical people can see it, but there's a surfboard over there. And on the top, on the nose, it says, I'm blind. Yes, really. Because every time I touch, especially when I'm
Says
surfing.
I would be terrified as in being scared to death of becoming blind. I'm a visual artist. Do you have any insight that would make me less scared of it?
Well, I was going to say, no, it is terrifying. And I mean, it is. It is terrifying being blind. It's terrifying losing your eyesight, especially if you're a visual artist. That would be like someone telling me, like, hey, you're going to become mute. I'd be like, well, all right, let's jump off a pier at this point, because if I don't have my voice, what the heck do I have? I don't know. People are adaptable. I'll tell you that much. And every time I meet people, I've met people with all sorts of different handicaps and disabilities and people that have gone through different things. And for the most part, I would say that people are adaptable, though you do have to make a choice. You as a human being have to make a choice, as I did. And it took me for a long time, I was just a Mr. Grumpy Pants. I was so pissed off about the fact that I was losing my eyesight. Nobody I knew was losing my eyesight. It took me a long time to get through that. But then I had to make a decision. Like, all right, am I gonna keep going forward with my life? Well, yes, I am. And how am I gonna make this life interesting and entertaining and enjoyable and full of laughter and love and friendship and activities? Well, I had to make all those decisions. I had to decide to get out there and try to date. I had to work on my career and continue to try and become a voice actor, even though I couldn't read the copy. And then when we moved to California, I wanted to take up a new sport, which was very, 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 very difficult when you can't see. And, I met some great friends, great people, amazing people like Josh and like Brooks and like Nisha, who take me out there and surf with me. So it's a matter of the human spirit and the human brain are capable of overcoming a lot. But then each individual person has to make the decision that they're going to do it.
Anorak_Kairos just followed.
Thanks, Anorak_Kairos. I appreciate that. I was hoping to hit some new people today. So if you're new, if you've never caught this before, welcome. My name is Pete Guston. I am the blind surfer. You've probably seen me at some point in your life on YouTube Shorts, maybe on TikTok. I think am I 1.2 or 1.3? I think I'm at 1.3 billion video views right now. Hey, there's a super chat. That works too.
At DL1602_tip 15 Israeli new shekels through Super Chat. I know you do trailers and stuff, but do you go to the movies? Which one have you went to recently?
I don't even know what an Israeli new shekel is. That's thank you. I appreciate it. I will answer the question.
At Toast House 6163 tip $5 through Super Chat.
I know what $1 is.
Squiggles or stripes?
Squiggles. Squiggles are fun. Stripes they can make a thin person look fat. So definitely squiggles. Squiggles are a lot of fun. I do watch movies. Thank you for both of those super chats back to back. I very much appreciate that. I do. Banana and I, because she doesn't have the attention span for movies. She doesn't like long movies. And if I'm by myself, which I have been this week, although I haven't had the time, what I'll do is I'll listen to a movie with audio description, and it will, describe all the action going on, which is super cool. I think the last movie I did that with, God, I cannot remember. I think I did it with the most recent Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was pretty cool. Most recent movie I saw by myself. Oh, Banana and I, Josh recommended The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville, which I didn't necessarily. So I watched it with Banana, and I did not have audio description on, so I was just listening to what was going on. But honestly, that movie was mostly all sorts of just dialogue. There wasn't a lot that you had to see, and that which you did have to see, I could basically infer from the dialogue. Some movies, like I tried watching a couple Batman movies by myself, and those were like long, long periods of just silence and dramatic music. It was like this, just this was going on, and then you hear like whoosh, oof, ah, oh no, it's him. I'm here to serve out vengeance. I am the fear of the night. I am going to punch you in the face. And then you hear, ah, ooh. And it went on for like many, many, many minutes. And I was like, all right, this is boring. So doing Batman without audio description was no good. So that's what I've been up to for movies. Thank you for the super chats over on YouTube. $3 or more gets it read out loud. 200 bits or more on Twitch gets it read out loud. And then sometimes I press this little button, and the chat comes up on the stream, and it's supposed to read it out loud. Although sometimes it's
At Joni BC says read Panda. He uses text to speech, so he does get to hear the questions.
Just
Seraphim
like
7808
that.
says yes, side camera looks less washed out without the head on camera.
Wait.
At Plumas67 says I am sighted, and 6 feet 4 and low branches over sidewalk still get me. How do you navigate this situation?
That is.
DLDL 123 says hello.
I'm curious as to which camera she was saying looks less washed out. Oh, the side camera looks less washed
says I am
out.
heading out for the day.
All
Enjoy
right.
the stream.
I will do my best to enjoy the stream. Thank you guys for keeping me company.
At Terminate1 says this is
whoa.
new. Good morning. Today's my last day of summer vacation.
What? How can it be the last day of summer vacation? It's January 22nd. That's like way too early. So as for the 6'4" person who gets hit by low-hanging branches from time to time, that is one of the things. I mean, there's a million things that are difficult about being blind, but even when I've never had the time for or the inclination to go ahead and do actual cane training. I use the cane. I use it the best way I know how. I use it so that it makes sense for me, talking about walking around with that white stick there. But I don't know how in the F you are supposed to notice like tall objects. There was one time, there's a video. I'm riding an electric skateboard. It's made by like waterborne skateboards, and I'm cruising on the thing. They 1 second. I am getting, if this is a work thing, that's gonna make for the shortest stream ever. Nope, it is not. But those are going to start to come in, and that's when I'm going to have to leave you guys. But I'm riding this electric skateboard. I'm set up at a local, I think it's a high school or elementary school. I don't know, some school down the street from me. This big wide open parking lot. And of course, huge wide open parking lot. And I do the one thing that was like the most dangerous thing. I am just cruising. I got away from everybody. I got away from Banana. I got away from Josh, and the guy that brought the board there, he wasn't near me. And I just hear everybody in the distance go, whoa! And I'm like, what happened? The dude that brought the skateboard for me to try out had parked in the parking lot, and he left his minivan back open. And, you know, fortunately, I'm the height I am, because I kind of felt like my hair, I don't think I was wearing a helmet. I was supposed to be wearing a helmet, but I felt like my hair like brush under the thing. And I'm like, oh my God. Like once they described to me, like out of all the places for me to be, like for anywhere for me to be in that parking lot, to just go right, and you know, I could have smashed into the car, which would have been worse, but I like went right under the back of the opened minivan top. And you know, like how was I going to know that was there? Even if I was walking and had my cane, like I should ask like a professional cane user, like, how do you know about tall things? I have definitely caught some branches from time to time. I was in a parking lot in Oceanside, and there was a big rig, and the guy's driver's side door was open, and I caught that off my shoulder at one point. I'm like, man, how are you supposed to find these high obstacles?
7,808 says gotta go drop my kid off at daycare. Be right back.
All right, I'll be here. Maybe I'll be here. I don't know if I'll be here. We'll see how long I can do this for. I definitely am going to have to boot before 8 o'clock.
BLDL 123 says summer vacation? What's that? I am from Australia, so there is no summer vacation. Instead, we have school holidays for 2 weeks, and that's it.
Wait, is that true?
That honker says you need a we will be right back screen. It's not normal to stream for hours without a live break. There's even games you can add to chat.
I've seen, well, I've heard of those games. I have a couple of things that I can play if I disappear. But I mean, literally at 8 o'clock.
Alexandra Sub says, what is your most asked question? VLDL
When
123
did I
says
go
it is very
blind?
true.
I didn't know that Australia did not have summer vacation. That's crazy. I think
Zero says a professional cane walker go doing a helicopter motion with the cane XD.
yeah. I mean, I
Active
guess
Too Much says, oh, it's the blind guy with the package.
the blind guy with the
Blind Press
package.
says there are upper and lower bumper techniques, but you still need to know something is coming.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the first time.
Kimbo 14 says, heyo at 9:30 a.m. lol.
Hey Kimbo, what's going on? 9:30. So you are. Wait, is it only 6:30 here? Oh yeah, it's 6:30.
One says one of those fun things of being blind. You kinda just catch shade from inanimate objects a lot. Lol.
Yeah, I like the way you put
One
that.
says, I never knew you did early morning streams.
I don't. I've never done them
Terminate
before.
One says, yay. My school is doing that alternate year-round BS may not be bad, but that remains to be seen.
No way. Year
Johnny
round.
BC says pierogies are delicious. You just reminded me I have some I need to cook up.
Peroshki.
BLDL 123 says in Australia we have the same amount of time for holidays, but it is spread out through the whole year. Lol.
Oh, I don't think I'd like that.
7808 says, hey Kimbo.
I think I kind of like the idea of having a summer. Like I some of my most fondest memories are summer vacation. You always get out when I was growing up, when I was in school and when I was back east, we always got out on my birthday. My birthday is the first day of summer, and that was always the last day of school. I love how passed out the puppies are. I got 2 passed out puppies. They're like, you woke up too early. We want to spend some time snuggling. So I'm happy that they're here. Little curious. Steve's been knocking Petey the penguin off of his perch. But Petey the penguin, if you're in vertical, you should be able to see his head. He, of course, the mascot for Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Banana's going to come back tomorrow, and, she's not going to want to get right to making soap, but she will be making more. But in the meantime, if you want me to get a box out to you, a mystery box, you can hit up blindpenguin.com. I'll play the ad for it. It's only 11 seconds.
The Blind Surfer Show is brought to you by Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Order a mystery box, pump the nozzle, and see if you can determine the scent just by smell. When you're ready to know for sure, peel to reveal. Order today at blindpenguin.com.
I highly recommend you go over to blindpenguin.com and get yourself some bottles because people are loving the soap. It's a lot of fun. It smells good, and it's handmade by me and Banana, and we're really proud and excited to have our own little product to bring out to people. But summer vacation, so during the school year, I was always into sports. In the fall, I played football. There's a super chat. What's up, super chat, YouTube people?
At DL1602 tip 15 Israeli new shekels through super chat. Pete, about your question about $3 one, this is the official currency of Israel. Also, do you plan to watch the Odyssey movie?
I mean, I figured it was the official currency. I had no idea what it was. Like, I wonder if it was like a peso. Like, if someone gives me like 4 million pesos, it's like $2 or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I appreciate your sending whatever you're sending. I love those kinds of movies. So I had just enough vision that I was able to enjoy the movie Troy with Brad Pitt, one of my favorite movies. Like, I love those big Odyssey type period movies. The Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. I mean, those aren't period, but those are big epic fantasy movies. Troy was definitely one of my favorite movies of all time, especially the fight between Hector and Achilles was just so incredible. And I'm like kind of sad because the Odyssey seems like a movie that I would really, really enjoy. Like it seems like right up my alley. Like I would love to check that out. And I think what I'm going to do is, everybody's going to go watch it in the theater right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to wait until it comes out on home theaters and then activate the audio description for it. And I think that'll give me the best chance of at least enjoying the story as best I can. Though I'm sure, the movie makers would hate the fact that people like me don't get to enjoy all the visuals that they put all their time, energy, effort, and money into. So it's definitely a movie that I would be interested in. I was talking about summers. Thank you for the super chats, by the way. $3 or more. Super chat gets your message read out loud and makes me incentivized to answer it right on the way because then I feel obligated. Same thing on Twitch. If you do 200 bits or more on Twitch, please follow me on Twitch, trying to grow that. We're at 700, what are we, like 740 followers? At Pete Gustin on Twitch. Your username will pop up on the screen. I'll shout you out. The text-to-speech will shout you out. And, one of these days, I'm going to grow from 740 followers, and then I'll get it up to my YouTube number of 2.5 million. I swear. Can you imagine how crazy the chat would be if we had 2.5 million people over in Twitch? That would be nuts. Right now, it's pretty manageable. I can press this button over here, and the chat
At
pops
Joni
up.
BC says
There's
he
Joni.
knows where he keeps all those things. If you have soap in your eye, you can still find what you need in the shower.
This is true.
At Nika Simon says, have you by any chance heard Epic the Musical?
No, I have not. Was someone literally just asking, how do I shower? I was laughing about that. I was saying because I've been
At Joni
alone
BC
for 8
says Pete
days.
doesn't read Braille.
No, I don't read Braille. Braille's dumb. I was saying,
DLDL 123 says I've got to go to bed since it's 9:34 p.m. here in Australia. Also, before I go, if you want amazing beaches for surfing, then Australia has got plenty beaches.
I've heard Australia's
Hank Sucks
pretty
says
good.
hi.
Wait, what was that? Hank sucks?
Deacon 1 says is highlight my message pretty useless for a blind person.
Well, everybody
Kimbo
else sees
14
that it's
says, good night,
highlighted.
VLDL.
Good night,
At
BLDL.
Terminate 1 says we get a week out almost every month and one whole month for summer. It's weird, but apparently it helps burnout and stress for students.
I mean, that's kind of cool, but
At
like I
Too
was,
much says Joni, you would not believe what I go through with soap in my eye. At
mean-
Delucy I says brew.
Brew. What up,
Kimbo
Brew?
14 says yeah, pretty much.
What did I do? What?
At
there
oh
we
my
go.
goodness 00 says Doobie Scoot Canoe.
Doobie Scoot
At
Canoe.
DL 1602 says well, I need to go see ya on shorts, I guess.
I mean,
At oh my
you-
goodness 00 says Doobie Scoot Canoe.
I'm over on Shorts right now. I'm on YouTube Shorts, YouTube Horizontal. I'm on Twitch at Pete Gustin. I'm on TikTok. I'm still impressed that we got to 1,300 people watching last night on TikTok. Talking about summer vacation because we're in the middle of summer. One of the viewers here, Danny, he's going back to school like tomorrow. Apparently, I think he's in Arkansas, and someone in Australia just informed us that they don't have summer vacation. I just remember so during the school year in fall. I played football because I could see a little bit back then. In the winter, I used to swim. I was captain of my high school swim team. It helps out, these days when I'm trying to be a surfer. I didn't have a spring sport. What I did in the spring is I basically just weight trained to get ready for football the next year. But in the summer, I love the summer because I was a competitive sailor and I would sail at the local boat club. And I would race little boats, anything from one person. I'd sail it by myself, or two people, just one person. I was the skipper, and then I had a crew. And I used to travel all around the country, like everywhere, all over the place. I went all the way out to Long Beach for a nationals competition one year. I'd go up to New York, down to Maryland, Connecticut, Massachusetts was my homestay. We'd travel all over the place and go to different yacht clubs and boat clubs and regattas, and that's what my entire youth was. I remember just being at boat clubs for, from June 21st until the first week of September. And I would also do swimming competitions in the summer. But I don't know, having those 3 months or 90 days, whatever it was, I really enjoyed summer vacation. Places that I just learned, like Australia, that don't have summer vacation at all. That's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure that I would like that.
Matea Y. Curry Sissa says I just thought the Jai I said douche canoe. I was about to get angry until I heard it again.
Well, you just said it. So you're the one that I
Matt
love
Bunker
that.
says Streamlabs.
Yes, I am on Streamlabs right now. I could even show you the stream. So let's see that button right there. You can see the Streamlabs up on the screen right there. I think that's the button I'm supposed to press. But yeah, that's what's allowing me to. And I'm supposed to be getting the little tick 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 noise telling me I'm switching cameras, but it's not happening. But hopefully you guys are seeing me. But yeah, that is how. That is how I am multicasting on all those platforms. One of these days, someday in the future, I'm only gonna do this on Twitch so that everybody can,
After Gene Too Much says, what's your favorite package that you've gotten?
all be in the same
Beacon
chat
1
at the
says
same
I switched
time.
from OBS to Streamlabs.
I don't know what Mobs is, but yeah, Stream. I had major problems with Streamlabs for a long time, but there was one glitch that they sorted out for me, and now it's been pretty solid ever since. So
At
I'm
Caitlin Tessa
pretty happy with it.
7986 says hi.
Hi, what's going on?
At Pig Diddy 95 says how do I break into voice acting? I'm too ugly for movies, but I've got a great voice.
Go to
Beacon 1 says
voiceuniversity.com.
OBS.
And then you just sign up, and then I'll teach you everything you need to know. I put everything you need to know about from the moment you decide you want to be a voice actor all the way to getting jobs. voiceuniversity.com. Favorite package I ever got. I wasn't even doing Blind Guy Unboxing, and that person, I don't want to diminish any of the other packages because I've got so much amazing stuff. But, a lot of people have bought me a lot of things and sent them, which is hugely appreciated. I love that. But there was one person who sat down one day, and it just meant so much at the time. I had just lost Superdog, and So it's on the back of my phone. I know it's there because I know it's there. So his logo is like, the Superman logo, but it says SD, and then it's got like a little Doberman in it. And I wasn't even doing Blind Guy Unboxing. Somebody just saw how like busted, broken, destroyed I was with the fact that Superdog was gone. And they made this massive, solid wood piece. It was like 3 feet across and 2.5 feet high. And it was this hand cut, planed, carved thing, and it looked exactly like this. It's down in the garage where I work out. In the afternoon show today, I think Brooks is going to stop by. I'll start a little early. He'll come by a little bit later. Maybe we can. I started to take a little walk yesterday, and the stupid mixing board lost the audio. I wasn't going to do any walks this morning. I don't want the morning to be too complicated, but maybe this afternoon we can take a little walk. If you guys want to join me at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, I'll try and be on for a couple hours, and we can do a little tour, and I'll show you that piece. But it was an amazing, like, intricate, awesome, ridiculously heavy piece. I think the person.
Good lately, FR, keep it, man.
Thank you. I think the person spent like $80 shipping it or
At
more.
Devil's Advocate 2354 says parts delivery showed up. Hey, won't bail itself. Hope everyone has great day.
That is true. The life
One
of
says,
a
who is that
farmer.
little guy right next to you?
Well, that's a girl. Her name is Skylar. Little Skylar's. She's 7 years old. She's the older
Huxley
sister
14 says hi.
to this dude over
The
here,
Oxalent says, good
Steve.
morning, Pete.
Who it
Absolute
might be.
greatest voice actor of all time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think Steve. I'm told he's a little too dark. He blends in. Watch. I'm gonna blow out the. There we go. So, yeah, that's so
Huxley
much,
14
so much
says,
brighter.
I'm tired.
I'm not tired. I got my 3.5 hours of sleep last night. So maybe you can see Steve a little bit
At
better
Rank
right
Cell
there.
says, yo, hello.
Because he's dark and the couch is dark. I mean, I don't know. These are all things that I'm told. But I was told that I don't need the lights on this morning. So in the morning, I can leave the shades up
One
and
says, when did you get her?
not get it. I got her when she was
17 says, Righton.
when she was 10 weeks old. Banana went and got her and brought her home, and she was like 3 pounds 3 ounces, and she used to fit like in the palm of my hand. And when she was a little baby, and Banana had to go to work, I used to leave her so I would sit in that booth over there before.
William Afton G3T says, cool man sunglasses.
Yeah, thank you.
The Glint husband says, if it's a dog, it's Skylar. If it's a penguin, it's PD, the blind penguin, the mascot for the soap company.
Yeah, well, there's 2 dogs. There's Skylar and Steve, and I think we're all smushed on the couch together. I'm curious what people in the vertical view are seeing. Steve, I've been working really hard at setting Petey the penguin. Oh, Petey the penguin
I have
up.
a life to manage.
That's the other text lady. Other text lady just decided to show up and start yapping, I guess. But I keep setting up Petey so that you can see him in this vertical, and then Steve keeps coming and knocking Petey over. So, but yeah, we got her 3 pounds 3 ounces, and she used to sit. I'd like scoot forward in my chair. And I'd be doing voiceovers and editing all day, like when Banana was at work.
Daddy 95 said GOAT voice actor equals James Earl Jones.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
Aziz just followed.
Thanks, Aziz. I appreciate that. I mean, it's hard to argue with, people
At
like.
Connordova 7933 said, I'm on vertical view and I see no penguin.
Oh, seriously? Did he? Oh yeah, I can tell Steve knocked the here, I'll grab my penguin and just show it to you. There. The vertical view people should be able to see this. That's Petey the penguin. Petey the penguin is the mascot for Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. The only reason I said sure to James Earl Jones, because like I don't know if I consider him like there. All right, and you guys have to keep an eye out if Steve runs away with Petey the penguin. I think.
At Joni BC said Petey is in the lower right corner on vertical.
Oh, so I shouldn't have moved him?
Kimbow 14 said Steve looks so tired, lol.
They can't get him to stay upright.
At Reptile Lover 0 said, did you voice acting before? I forgot who you said if it wasn't an ad.
What do you mean, did I do voice acting before?
At Indoor Llama 01 said, looks like Cody.
I voice act constantly. It's my job. I do it all day, every day. 70 to 110 sessions a day, all day, every day. And the reason I was like, to James Earl
At Frank
Jones.
Wareham D90 said, I absolutely love what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's like I don't know if I
Silent
consider
K
him.
asked, so what's your vocal warm-up routine look like?
Oh, I just did it. I just did the vocal warm-up routine. I would have gone on earlier if I. Let me finish that thought. What did I do? I just pressed.
Beacon1
Oh.
said, do you like Surf's Up?
That was one I think it would have been a lot better if I could have seen it. I listened to it with a bunch of friends, and I didn't really know what was going on. James Earl Jones and even Morgan Freeman. I mean, yes, they are voice actors. I don't know why I make the distinction. I feel like as soon as someone becomes like an actor, like they're in movies and they're on screen, and innately, I think that actors are better voice actors because voice acting it is important to be an actor. And I think a lot of people that came up in the 80s and 90s, the generation before me, and then my generation kind of was doing the transition. It was like anybody with a big voice was a voice actor. We just blah, 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 blah. And you know, it was like a given. Like if you had this voice, you could do voice acting. But then very soon into my career, it was like very soon. I'm talking about like a couple years in, the big voice was going out of style, and they wanted people that could act, like really act. And that's why, like, you know, someone like Bryan Cranston, Walter White from Breaking Bad, is such an amazing voice actor because he is first an actor. He's really, really, really good at it. But like, I don't know, pure voice actors that have never been on camera. I don't know why I'd make a distinction. Obviously, like, I think me, at least, I would love to be on camera, but I've never tread that path before. So I've never been an on-camera actor. Well, except for this, there's a camera in front of me right now, and
At deletion offered 3 said W cool guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. W
At deletion
for the
offered
win.
3 said hi.
Said hi. Oh, what just happened? My watch is telling me something. Let me listen to it. It says, "It looks like you're awake. Would I like to turn off sleep focus?" Sure, we can turn off sleep focus. I didn't know sleep focus was on my phone right now.
At Joni BC said no swearing, no spamming, no religion, no politics, no rudeness.
No weirdness. Weird? I think weirdness is allowed. You can be weird.
At
Just
The Known Wolf said yo blind surfer hello, how
Yo.
are you, love your content, keep it up.
appreciate that. Glad to hear that. Glad you're enjoying
At
it.
That Painted Dog 2 asks, can you say EA Sports it's in the game?
I could. I mean, that's a different guy. A different guy does that. I guess I sound a little bit like him, but that is not my gig. My vocal warm-up routine.
Kimbow14 said it is used to you being asleep RN apparently LOL.
I guess. Getting a message. What's this gonna be? Just as soon as I
At
turn the.
Rankcell said dang no religion.
Yeah.
I
Why
love God.
why would you want me to talk religion? Oh, what's going on?
At Pig Daddy 95 said I'm a great actor. Everyone was convinced I was happily married
All
for
right.
10 years.
I can do that. Oh, I missed that. 6:46. I can do that in a little bit. That is some work for a radio
At
station
Vishki4907 said your voice is soothing.
in Spartanburg, WORD. I'm going to read for
At
them in a
Kiki
little
Violin
bit.
said hello blind surfer.
What up, Kiki Violin?
You've been an inspiration for me.
That's cool. I appreciate
I'm a
that.
voice actor too.
Nice.
I hope you are having a great day.
It's
I will keep working hard on my work.
that's the most important thing to do in voice acting is working,
At
practicing,
Joni
getting
BC
better.
said no. Pete doesn't take requests for voiceovers.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call my agent and negotiate
At
a fee,
Wasla God said hi.
and then we can.
At Shrimper Royalty
you know,
said hi.
I don't mean to be like that about it, but if I'll,
At Jokecopter 2509 said hello blind surfer.
What up,
Wish you a
Jokecopter?
good day.
Thank you,
Greetings
appreciate
from
that.
Croatia.
Oh, look at that. We are all over the place this morning. What's up in
At
Croatia?
Rankcell said not you talk religion mods said it's not allowed to be talked about.
I just don't want to. Like, I don't want to start alienating half of my audience by, to finish that thought. I'm not trying to be a dink about not taking requests for voiceovers, but, you know, it's what I do all effing day. Like, it's 100 times a day. I read script, I read copy. And if my show, if people started realizing, like, oh, he's going to say anything we tell him to, then I would read voiceover copy all day, and then I'd come on here and I'd be doing voiceover copy for you guys, and you guys would be asking for the most repetitive stuff in the world because everybody wants to hear the EA thing or wants me to do Optimus Prime or something or say, you know, in theaters this Friday. Like, so the stream would just turn into me voice acting, which would make me not want to do it. Because every once in a while, it's, you know, I absolutely love my job. I love the heck out of it. But every once in a while, you know, you want to do something a little different. You know, like I'd like to just talk to you guys as opposed to sit here and, you know, be on call voice acting all day,
LOL.
every day. LOL. That's funny.
At Reptile Lover 0 said what made you pick penguins for your site name?
I'm going to post that video. Banana and I talked about it on the 9th on the show that we did in the evening right here on this couch on the 9th. And I'm going to post it. Maybe I'll post it on Sunday this week. I'll post a short on all the platforms about that. But the rock hopper penguin, specifically Petey the penguin, and I,
At
Banana.
Kiki Violin said sorry, that was a long comment, loudly crying face emoji. I
That's
didn't
okay.
know it was reading out loud,
Yeah.
lol.
Well, that's how I interact. They get right out loud. The rockhopper penguin it lives one of the tougher lives of penguins. He's got a tough road to hoe, but he's very got a lot of stick to itiveness, and he fights through and he accomplishes his goal. He or her, the male or female rockhopper, and Banana just kind of like saw a lot of similarities between the rockhopper life and my life, and she thought it would be a really fun mascot. Plus, apparently, he's got really cool hair. I guess it's not super important that. I mean, I would like Steve to stop knocking over Petey the penguin, who's now way over on the side of the couch, because I believe there's a Krylon, or what do you call it, a graphic on the screen that has Petey the penguin telling you guys about blind penguin frothing hand soap. Plus, I mean, penguins are fun, and I've been pooped
to
on.
see what I want to do in this type of business, which includes voice acting. What is your thoughts on voice acting for animated characters? The same as any other character, or is it a bit different?
Well, what do you mean?
That
What
did it
what other
again.
character? What other character is there? Animated. If you want to be a voice actor in animation, you very much need to at least make an appearance, and by that I mean like live for 2 or 3 years in the Los Angeles area. Now, there's a lot of voice actors. I think SpongeBob. I think he lives in like the middle of the country somewhere. But like, if you're trying to break into animation, because a lot of times they want you in the room doing table reads, and also times if you're doing like video game work, which is animation, video game and animation fall under the same umbrella, you're doing motion capture, so you're doing voice acting, but you're wearing a suit and you're also acting. A woman that actually appeared in the voiceuniversity.com course that I put together, Courtney Taylor, she once told me about, she was a character in a video game, and she was like having to fight, and like, they were capturing everything, so she'd be in there doing voice acting and like jumping around and using her arms. She's like, I would go out of those sessions and I would be exhausted. Now, I think it's funny, the animation work that I've done, the handful of pieces that I have done, are the things I'm like most well known for, because IMDb doesn't list a commercial work or trailers. No matter how many movie trailers I do, they will never show up on IMDb. No matter how many TV promos, radio promos, promos for streaming, like, they will never show up on IMDb. They only show theatrical work, meaning like a movie or a television show or a performance or something like that. So I've only done a handful of theatrical work, and it pays pretty well. It pays okay, but it is a consuming job when you're an animation actor or a character actor. The sessions are multiple hours, anywhere from 2 to 6 hours, sometimes a full 8-hour day where you're doing character work and table reads and reading your scripts and all that stuff. Whereas what I do, the reason I can do over 100 sessions a day, is I do promo work, and I get hired at short bursts. I read little promos, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe a 60 every now and then, and I just bounce from job to job to job to job to job. Now, a lot of people don't have promo trailer narration voices. Some people are better suited to be character actors, and some people are better suited to be narrators. Like, and by that I mean like documentary narrators. I'm good friends with a documentary guy, and he's really well suited to like telling a long story. I've done audio books as well, which is a different skill set. There's a bunch of different things that you can do in voiceovers, and whichever one you feel like calls to you, and whichever one your voice fits better for, that's the one that you should pursue. Bye, Joni. Hi, Joni.
Matea Y. Curry Sissa says OMG speech to text butchered that last part.
That happens. I'm trying to look for
Renavo
my
Fan
water.
2003 says hello.
What
Your
up,
German is back.
What's going on, man?
BC says Riri. He
I
was
think-
curious about the morning crowd. At Kieran Bro says hard to work a real job, huh? At Joni BC says hi Riri.
I don't know if that's directed at me. Is my job not a real job? Pretty sure that voice acting is a real job. It's really hard to get into. I can really pay my bills with it. Everything about it seems. And Lenovo Fan, I think you fell asleep to the stream last night, all the way over there in Germany. And yes, Riri, who's hey,
Vinewood _OG just followed.
Thanks, Vinewood _OG. So we picked up 2 on Twitch this morning. After this show is over, once I get on the other microphone to start doing my voice acting, I will check the. It's all about the analytics these days. But mostly I'm just trying to see where I can best spend my time and interact with the most amount of people. I've been doing the afternoons for a very long time now. I've been doing them God, I don't know, a couple years. And this week I've been starting them at 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm kind of curious to see. I'm going to reach in. Don't leave, Skylar. Hold on. I want to see if I can fire this off.
It's time now for a blind guy taste test.
It's not really a taste test, but because I think I know what this is. I don't know. I don't know what the heck. I don't know who makes it or what the bag is, but I cracked this thing open a couple weeks ago, and they're like.
Match 378 says morning Pete.
Morning. They're like
Angel
strawberry.
3 Fry says yum yum.
Strawberry vanilla things.
Lenovo Fan 2003 says I left after 3 a.m.
Yeah, you have to.
The Oxalent says heck yeah. Nice
Man,
promo.
I lost Skylar. I knew I was going to lose Skylar.
Roger Studio says Jesus loves you.
Thanks, Roger.
Flashed Preacher Guy says thanks Pete.
I love to be loved.
Dankmfangel 420 says just in time for snack time.
Yeah, well, this is.
Jimbo 14 says there is 14 on Twitch right now Pete.
That's like half.
Goober 887 says said hi.
It's like half of what we do in the
Sarah
afternoons.
7808 says morning may be best for the international cross.
Yeah, that's.
At Cataschool 0456 says who.
I'm dropping these things all over the place.
Kiki Violin says can you turn it around?
Oh, well, I could, but the back's all ripped up because that's the way I opened it up. I don't know if you can see it on that side. It's kind of destroyed. It's, I basically...
Salmon 760 says happy to see you live.
Well, glad to be seen live.
Lighter 07 says hello.
I don't know if I should be eating this for like...
says all right, I'm leaving for work, have a great day.
All right, have a good day. I wonder if we can...
says everybody on YouTube come over to Twitch right now and sign up.
Yeah, if you could do that, then that would incentivize me to do the morning thing. Like, honestly, mornings would work a little better.
420 says, is Steve always hanging out with you?
Now he is. He didn't use... Well, it's because bananas...
Says, I love those.
It's because... What are they?
Steam Guinness Adventure says hi.
It's because bananas been away all week.
Have a good day.
Bye. So this is the time when everybody's taking off, apparently. You're all going to work or school or whatever.
At Image 378 says, I would definitely agree about morning being better for international people because I'm in the UK and it's 2 p.m.
That's better than...
Kimbo 14 says, have a good day, Beacon.
Bye, Beacon. Oh, there we go. Got a YouTube follow. What I'm trying to do mostly is trying to grow the Twitch following. So I'm trying to figure out when I can get the most people on Twitch. It's just that, like this is, as you've seen, since I've been on at 6 o'clock in the morning, I've only gotten one voiceover request. Thank you.
Theog Silent just followed.
It said Theog Silent, but I'm guessing that was the OG Silent, if I had to take a guess as to what that one was. If everybody on YouTube Shorts right now came on over to Twitch and did a follow at Pete Guston on Twitch, then I'd be like, okay, well, we're doing mornings from now on. Honestly, the afternoons are so busy with voiceover work, and it's the end of a long day. I kind of like the morning thing, and Banana would usually be asleep at this time, so it wouldn't be interfering with my personal life either. I think doing the mornings would be kind of fun to do it more often, but if no one's around, it's funny I'm saying it to all the people that are actually here. I'm sure that there's some people in there. Afterwards, like I said, I will grab my text to speech. I will fire it up. I will go to the analytics, and we'll see if anybody's hanging out with me in the morning. There's some bits.
Maddie Brown just cheered 200 bits.
Matea.
They are Squishy's gummy ice cream cones, Motea.
No way. Squishy ice cream cones? Oh, they're friggin' delicious. Whoever sent those. I think those came from, hold on, I was looking for, what did I do with it? Oh, it's behind me. I was looking for, I think those came from Galactic Snacks. This is, hey, Skylar's back. Yay. Everybody be happy. Skylar's back. Filter. Oh, there she is. I thought I heard her popping up here. No, you can't don't eat the gummies, Skylar. I don't think those are puppy safe. And let me fire this off. Hold on, I'm just trying to hide those from her. And I just heard from Matea, so I grabbed the...
4978 says hi, Sarah.
Wait until you guys see the unboxing this Saturday. It's got this thing in it. I've been practicing with this thing, and I feel like this is a bigger one.
Says, how did you first get into surfing?
I grabbed a surfboard
Lenovo
and went to the beach.
says, I have all summer free.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Guinness Adventure says, hi, Skylar.
Yeah, no, she's leaving again, right? I just felt her get up and walk away. There we go.
Keeper of Empathy 1 just followed.
Keeper of Empathy. Man, I feel like that's like Banana. She's like, I'm an empath. I feel everything. She's like, what's wrong with you? You don't feel everything. I'm like, I don't know. Different people. Thank you.
Crystal Coconut 26 just followed.
That's a good name, too. Crystal Coconut. I like that one. God, I just want to, one of these days, what am I, I don't know. I forget how many followers I've got on Twitch right now. Oh, I love you guys.
Kikivy_ just followed.
Kikivy_. Thank you. I'm loving the mornings. You guys just made me happy in the morning. You made Pete happy in the morning. You get jingle out of it. I feel like I want to go through all of my Twitch followers and just like say all their names. What was it, the Crystal Coconut we just had a second ago? There's one dude, I think he'd like unfollowed and followed a couple times because he kept coming up as Whale Vic, but the way that the text to speech was saying it, gotta tell you, it didn't exactly sound like Whale Vic. Kind of sounded like something else. So I was like, well then. Yeah, anybody with a Twitch, if you've got a Twitch and you're watching on another platform, just come on over at Pete Gustin on Twitch. So this is the thing that Matea sent me that I'm going to unbox, Blind Guy Unboxing. It doesn't, I don't mind giving it away because you guys can see what the heck it is anyway. What is this? Google telling me that action is required on my account. I remember one of the first times I was doing this show, I was using a different phone system that was connected to my computer, and stop. Long story short, somebody actually managed to hack my computer from the phone
Maddie
number.
Brown just cheered 200 bits. It is a bigger one.
Okay.
The smaller ones were in multi-packs.
Oh.
Have you tried to walk it down the stairs?
So I've been practicing.
Ravilla 2026 just followed.
Ravilla. That sounds like the villain in like a friendly Disney movie. Like all the little friendly characters are running around like la 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 la.
Joke Cop 1 just followed.
Joke Cop 1. Here comes Ravilla. Ravilla's come to take us away. Oh no. I guess it sounds like Cruella de Vil, Ravilla. Thank you, Joke Cop. Thank you, everybody that's coming over. I guess. I've seen those streams before. I've mentioned this a bunch of times. It's usually hot girls just sitting there going, "Follow me, follow me, follow me," and then everybody does it because everybody does what hot girls tell them to. Even other girls. I feel like it's just this magical power. But I try not to beg too much. But you'll catch me begging every now and then. Please follow me on Twitch.
Image 378 just followed.
What is Image? I'm Mudge. I'm Udge 378. Image. I don't know. It's fun trying to figure out words that don't have spaces in the middle of them. The text-to-speech does its darndest, and then I gotta try and figure out how to translate. I think I'm digging Crystal Coconut and the other Ravilla. I think I like those are both of my favorite fun ones for the day. So Matea just said that this is indeed a larger. I mean, yeah, I can fit my fist through that, and I don't exactly have a small hand. So this is a larger size Slinky. And I remembered once I figured out that this thing was a Slinky. You'll see this all in the video this Saturday. I did take it to the stairs, and I tried to walk it down the stairs. And so I think something about this one being heavier. It went like one step, and then it went to the next step, and then it got tired and didn't go any further. And I thought maybe I just need some more practice. So I literally sat there on the stairs last night for about a half an hour listening to an audiobook, trying to get this thing to go down more than 2 stairs, and I could not do it. I could only get 2 stairs. I'd be curious to try and grab one of the smaller Slinkies. Maybe the lighter weight ones do go a little farther, a little faster. I'm not really sure.
Guinness Adventure says, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just trying to figure out if anybody's hanging out in the morning.
Says, did you watch Obsession?
Oh, what the heck did I just do?
Fan 2003 says 27 viewers on Twitch.
What'd you say? Did you say 27? No way. If you said...
Golub says, I've seen clips.
If you said 27, that's like almost a record. Usually, I broke...
It says, this man is amazing.
Thank you. It's glad.
Advox
That's very nice.
1773 says, Peter, I caught your live.
Yes, you did. You're here. I'm live, and you're watching. It's amazing. And also, the other thing that I'm digging about the morning right now is the fact that you guys don't seem to mind that I don't have the lights on. Thank God for $5,000 cameras. Thank you to the people from Sony.
420 says, I want a breakfast burrito.
I don't eat
Kimbo
breakfast.
14 says, yep, 25 on my end for Twitch.
Wow, that's...
Angelov says yes.
Maybe I'm a morning guy now.
1773 says, ooh, on Twitch.
Hell, man, yeah, Twitch,
Kimbo
Pete
14
Gustin.
says, that sounds good, dang.
Dude, maybe I'm a morning guy.
1773 says, hold on.
Hold on. What are we holding on? Are you trying to come on over to Twitch? Hit me up at Pete Gustin. I mean, I could do afternoons like I've been doing
This one says I would watch the Pete Gustin live morning show every day.
All right. I mean,
Kimbo 14 says, honestly, I didn't know the lights were off.
You didn't? The
At
camera's that good?
3RL says I'm setting up Twitch so I can follow you.
This feels kind of fun.
Dank
Like,
Angel 420 says it does. I skipped dinner last night, so starving.
I see.
Katrina Jacinco 1599 says hi Al.
Chat's going nuts. I could hang out for a little while until I get my first like emergency voiceover
Says
request.
maybe it's slippery slope slinky.
I don't know. Slippery. Is that a thing? Is there such a thing as a slippery slope slinky? There's so many things I actually.
Says OMG, you're the blind surfer guy.
I
love your
am.
shorts and videos.
Thank
Where's
you.
That sacrificial dagger type knife you have, lol.
It's in the other room.
Shoyaho clip says should I subscribe?
Yes.
Tiki Violin
Absolutely.
says I like the idea of morning so I can start my day like this.
Well,
Madison says I'm for the morning.
all right. That's
At
kind of.
Cookie Skits 2591 says I'm glad to vibe with you.
I totally didn't
At
expect.
Mirimer
anybody to-
4978 says 63 viewers on YT Portrait.
Wow.
At
63.
Ashley 1271 says my favorite YouTuber.
This is shocking to
At
me. I didn't
Angelov
know
says you're
that.
funny like Brooklyn T guy from SML.
Brooklyn
At
T guy.
Salmonich 760 says I should download Twitch. Have followed you on YouTube. So fair.
Yeah, so fair, so far. Yeah, go grab Twitch. Follow me over there. So there's a lot of things I like about the morning so far. One, it doesn't interfere with my, Banana and I, we usually try and hang out in the afternoons. Two, you guys might notice that I don't have my glasses on because I don't have these giant lights in front of me that I usually need in the afternoon. I think even the side camera is looking pretty good. I mean, the only thing is less sleep. I'm waking up super early. But Riri just said there's like 60 something on YouTube vertical. Hello. If everybody all jumped ship and came on over to see, and people are like, well, why are you trying to get me to jump ship? The YouTube, the portrait one, the YouTube vertical one makes me like I'm looking at the wrong camera. I got to press that button. Makes me the most sad is because I know I'll never see you guys again. I'll never hear you again. The way that when I show up on the YouTube Shorts feed, you will never get a notification of me being live. It's just something they put on the Shorts feed. So generally these days I'm getting like 60 to 100 people that are on YouTube Shorts, but then they'll never find me. It's just they won't send out the notifications to the Shorts viewers. That's why I keep telling people to come on over to Twitch because they will tell you that I am live. Hold on, I was stalling, trying to press the button to put the chat back up.
Amareal 7484 says hello. Pete,
Hello.
Kind of an unrelated question.
Yes.
But do you still enjoy movies or go to cinema? And do you have any favorite movies?
That's funny. I answered all three of those questions about a half an hour ago.
Fan 2003 says 29 people on Twitch.
Oh, wow. Let's get one more. I need two more to break my record. If we get to 31, I will break my record. And I never would have thought that we'd be breaking the record. I did do a morning. So like I said, I've been doing this live thing kind of off and on for 2 years. And I guess I just wasn't very popular at the time. But I did a live broadcast on Twitch in the morning like 2 years ago. I got up here. I had the crappy camera. I don't think I had a good microphone. It was a pretty lame setup. I've since invested a few $1,000.
Twitch chat is also more chill a lot of times.
Yes, it's also a little more respectful, and everybody kind of starts
to have you watched Obsession?
Know each other. No, I have not. I have not seen that. But at that morning show that I did, I came in here and literally I couldn't even get anybody to chat. Like no one was in chat. And Banana's like, "How'd it go?" I'm like, "Not great." So the morning has not appealed to me because I was afraid no one was going to be here. I remember. So I grew up in radio. I had an internship in radio.
Says Angelov, he has not.
I have not. I don't know what I have not, but it's good that you know.
The clip says this voice does not sound like me at all. Brick of Ramen says I don't think he has watched Obsession.
No, I said that. I answered.
14 says I'm having a bonfire right now.
What? What time is it where you are?
Jazzy Jeff says is you're at the same on Twitch?
No, on Twitch I'm at Pete Gustin.
Sass 9228 says do you know what is Linux?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't know what Linux is?
Angel 420 says I remember modding 3 people on here lol.
I know, it's...
Huxley 14 says 1007.
It's funny, we get...
Bower 760 says have a nice day.
Oh, that's a YouTube follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I was doing Twitch and just I was like, I guess I should have a mod. I guess maybe someone should mod. So we had Dank MF Angel, and literally I'd have one viewer sometimes, and that viewer was Dank MF Angel, the one who was modding himself. I was like, well, thanks for being there, buddy. So when I started in radio, I got my first internship in 1995, and because of my schedule, I was going to school full time. I was working a morning show. And I still remember the guy. There was this morning show producer. He was in his 40s at the time, I think. His name was Peter Skripka. And he was a career morning show producer. Been doing it for his entire adult life, as far as I know. And he came in one day, and it's, you know, so doing a morning show in radio, those things go on the air at 6, and you can't just roll in and be on the air at 6. You got to go in, you got to do some pre-show prep, you got to gather your sound, you got to figure out what the hot topics are of the day, and you also have to. That sounds promising. What
We
is it?
reached our followers goal of 750.
Oh,
Thank you
750.
everyone.
All right, we're at 750. That's very nice. Now we can get. There's another one. There's 751.
Pint-sized Jazz just followed.
Pint-sized Jazz. Thanks for coming on over. Now we're up to 751. I've been in communication with the people from Twitch, and I told them I wanted to be at 1,000 by the end of the summer. I think we could get there sooner if everybody is kind enough to come on over and follow me there. So this guy Peter, he told me, because I asked him, I was like, do you ever get used to the mornings? So you'd have to wake up, you know, depending on where you lived, you got to commute to work. This is back in the days when everybody actually had to commute. You'd have to wake up every morning at like 3:50 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then you can't live a normal life when you're waking up at that time. And I asked him, I was like, do you get used to it? Like, you've been doing mornings your whole life. Are you used to it? And he's like, no, you never get used to it. He told me, he's like, I never ever get used to this. And you know, it's like you have a life and a wife and a family and stuff, and you're trying to go to bed at like 8 o'clock, because 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Then you get, you know, 7 hours. I mean, I guess you get it before, you can get to 8 hours of sleep if you go to bed at 8. So morning radio, I mean, I love the idea of morning radio. Like Howard Stern was a morning show host for a long time. But this wouldn't be as bad, because I can basically just roll out of bed and flip on this stuff and then talk to you guys. And it's I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the morning, and I'm glad to hear that you guys are there.
Susa says coming now to Twitch.
No, because it's Twitch, I almost did it. But no, I will not.
Have a crush on you, by the
BBC
way.
says cards. He will not do promos here. This is his free time. That's work.
It is work. And also people would like be clipping that stuff, and then they'd be using my voiceovers and not paying for it, and that's not super great. I mean, you know, technically.
Angel 420 says I'm way too tall finding shoes in my size socks.
What is Brooks? Brooks wears a size 13. He's got a 13 shoe. That's when he was riding the egg
14
board.
says, wow, that's crazy.
He was riding the egg board.
Susa says, but you're promoting Twitch.
Well, that's why I almost did it, but I don't want to set the precedent. Although I'm sure the people from Twitch would be happy. Tell you what.
Thirsty Man Guinness Adventure says we love you, Pete.
Thank you. I'll reach out to the people from Twitch and ask them if they want me to do a promo for them. And if they say yes.
Susa says, yeah, I'd clip it, no lie.
Why does the thing keep going every time someone says something? My robot's never had.
Gardner PZ3RL says you have an alarm going off.
Blucky Talk just followed.
Thank you, Blucky Talk. Wait, who has an alarm going off? I do not. Oh, on this thing. Oh, that's what's going on. I didn't even know that. Hold on, let's see if I can. Oh, it does. That's what's vibrating. Hold on. Alarm.
Show TTS controls.
No. Where's the? Oh no, I want to snooze it.
2 day says just hit 30 viewers.
All right, look at that. Let's get one more.
Says at Dankmfangel 420 I could take a nap in your shoe.
Ah,
At Christopher Berto 49
No.
says he's blind, only his phone or family will read these. The Freeware Dank, Brooks, Mattis Brown. At Card Susa
I
says
can't-
come on guys, get him paid with Twitch. At
No,
Tony
it's not
BC says
that.
Christopher.
I
Text to
can't-
speech is reading these for him.
This is very annoying.
Button.
I'm
Alarm,
trying
7
to
a.m.
turn off that alarm.
Button.
No, all it's going to let me do is snooze. Hold on, I need to hold this thing.
Dankmfangel 420 says funny pint sized. YouTube.
No, not YouTube. What's that all about? Wow, this is
Snooze.
annoying.
Button.
No,
The
I don't
handle
want
says
snooze.
At TTS. Snooze. At user Steam and Guinness Adventure says Louis
Is it-
Exhib and share.
Stop.
Button.
There we go.
Snooze.
Good
At user
grief.
Steam and Guinness Adventure
Did I get
says
it?
ask soft stew with dirt.
I got it, finally.
Do not
You know,
image. Status bar item.
with
The
my
logo of
headphones
Black
on, I couldn't hear the thing. It was vibrating that whole time. That's why it was doing the. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'll have to turn off the alarm on that. Now I think I killed the stupid text to speech.
Crystal
Did I?
Coconut 26 says I seen your videos before and yesterday. I kinda regret the movie I saw yesterday.
There's Crystal
Mattis Brown
Coconut.
says got it. Kimbo
Finally,
14
that was
says you
hard.
got it.
When it was I don't know. There was too much with the text to speech going, it was reading at the same time and me trying to touch it. It was like a lot, and the thing was having a heart. So what alarm was that? What time was it? It's
At Christopher Berto 49 says, yeah, I know I said his phone or family.
it is
At Angelo says,
7:13.
have you heard of Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yeah, Alvin,
James Gardner,
Simon,
PC3RL says yes.
Theodore. Yes.
At Aragon 2011 says, yo, guess what?
What?
At Cotapixel B4W says, big love P.
Big love.
At
That was a
James
good
Gardner,
show.
PC3RL says, you're welcome.
What up, James? Good to
Crystal
hear your
Coconut
voice again.
26 says it was the Odyssey Moy.
Oh, you
At Cookie
didn't
Stitch
like it?
2591 says, what is your Twitch at?
Pete
At Aragon
Gustin.
2011 said hi.
PETEGUSTIN. I was wondering why this stupid thing, like every time this text to speech program that I've been using, I just switched off of, was like super stable, and I was wondering why it was being like.
At Angelov said, have you heard of Alvin and the Chipmunks?
No, that one. So that one's a little far behind, but that one sounds a little bit
At
better.
Aragon 2011 said, yo, guess what?
Aragon. What? You tell me.
At
Does it
Copixel
have?
B4W said, big love P.
Does it have something to do with being in Gondor? So that person said that they didn't like the Odyssey movie, which is a bummer. I've heard nothing but good stuff about that. I will. Is Steve still here? Yeah, he's here. I will. Once that comes out on home theater and I can do the audio description, I think I will decide to check it out. I'm surprised that.
Said hi.
Hi, what's going on? I like this chat lady. She
At
sounds.
Aragon 2011 said chicken butt.
Oh, that was they said guess what, and then the joke
At
was
Joni BC
chicken
said,
butt.
at Pet Augustin on Twitch.
Yeah, at Pete Gustin on Twitch. And
At Christopher Berto 49 said, have you ever been around sharks while surfing?
Yes, constantly, all the time. Basically, every
At
time I go
Shmoyoho
out
Clip
there.
said, what's your favorite pastime?
Surfing. Sleeping.
At Angelov
Weightlifting,
said, can I
don't know.
call you cutie?
I don't know.
Kitty 32011 said, I am HEERRREE.
You are agree? Okay. I just
Kimball
got
14 said, welcome.
a notification that some more of the supplies for my blind penguin soap are going to
Crystal
be on the
Coconut
way.
26 said, I like it, but some parts of the Odyssey movie scared me and made me sick, especially the Cyclop and Sicker scene.
Oh, well, we don't need to be sick while watching TV. So I'm gonna. It's so hard. It's so weird not being able to monitor. But I get if I was able to see the numbers, I'd probably obsess and like stare at them the whole time. But every once in a while, it's nice to know. Like if we can get to 31 people on Twitch, that'll be tying my all-time record. If I can break 100 on YouTube Shorts, that would be breaking my. Because I think it was 98 last night. I was like so close, almost 100. I do. What is this? This is Wednesday. I might just totally. Well, I think I'll do the evenings on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then maybe I can do mornings on like Wednesday or no Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh wait, I'm doing an evening show today. Oh crap, I'm gonna be doing 2 shows today. That I kind of forgot about that. Maybe I can take Mondays off because even Pete's need to sleep every now and then. I can take Mondays off. There we go.
Kitty 32011 just followed.
Thanks, Kitty 32001. Kitty, the way the text to speech says it's like I am Kitty. Can't you say it like Kitty? Kitty. So yeah, if I took Mondays off, I think you guys nobody wants everybody's kind of a grouch on Monday morning anyway. And then if I did Tuesday and Wednesday evenings like usual, and then Thursday and Friday mornings, I feel like that's a pretty good schedule. This is definitely me trying to feel things out and see how the mornings went. Nice.
Omi_Rex 2012 just followed.
Omi_Rex. I wonder what the Omi was trying to tell me. That did not sound like American English, but Omi_Rex just followed.
Blind Mexican 760 just followed.
Now is that an accurate descriptor? Like, you know, I'm like Steve's a brown and white dog. Are you actually a blind Mexican, or is that just a really funny username? I don't know why that one made me giggle. That's kind of funny. I mean, hell, I walk around with a shirt that says blind surfer on it, which I am and I am. So if it is a descriptor, cool. I love it when we get some bundles of followers over there on Twitch at Pete Gustin. Glad to be hearing from you guys, making Steve's head pop up. Someone told me when thank you, as a YouTube follower as well. Someone told me when you follow on Twitch, Steve's head pops up, and then Lola Tupac, the biggest contributor in the afternoon show. She said that Steve gets blasted in the face with confetti, which, I mean, that sounds kind of fun. I didn't know it did that.
2011 says, shame.
Shame.
Dankmfangel 120 says, love your name, man. Lenovo Fan 2003 says, what is my old account doing here?
Well, you haven't.
Buckets 19 says, hey, should I flirt with a girl if we've only been talking for a week?
Of course.
Mattis Brun says you always say that blind people define themselves.
What are you waiting for?
Saracom 7808 says I'm back. Sun is brutal out here in Texas today.
Sun ain't up here yet.
Aragon 2011 says why are you asking him?
Because I know
14 says,
everything
"Welcome back,
about
Sarah."
everything. Why would you
And
not
Angel
ask me
420
questions?
says hey Sarah.
Ask, if you've only been talking to a girl for a week, like, yeah, I mean, like, what are you going to wait like a month? And then, like, you wait too long before you start, like, being a flirty pants, then,
At Hamish Adams
there it
X5N says deadly.
then you might be in the friend zone. You don't want to be stuck in the friend zone.
At Levi Peterson R90 says I love your videos.
What
Man.
up, Levi Peterson? I appreciate that. The video that is going to get posted today, they show up first on TikTok, 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific on TikTok. Then they go 10 a.m. on YouTube. And then they go the next day on Facebook and Instagram. The one that's going to show up today.
Buckheads19 says yeah we're really similar but I'll get a haircut first though. At I wonder how
Okay.
long to handle a Kango says hi.
Is a retelling of the story. It was a week ago yesterday where the person decided to help me get through the park by myself. I was walking the dogs and someone basically kidnapped me in the park. And I'm actually told the the thumbnail for the video today is kind of cool. It's like a missing picture of me. It's like one of those posters that like when someone went missing, that you'd put on like a telephone pole. So that's supposed to be a thumbnail for the one later today. I talk a lot, don't I? That's the one hard thing about not having a co-host is there's like
James
no one else.
Gardner
Well,
PC3RL says I'm setting up Twitch.
I guess you guys are
Renavo
the
Fan
co-host.
2003 says Ami Rex 2012 is my alt account.
Well, how does someone else
What's
have
your
it?
favorite rock song?
That's weird.
At Johnny VC says Danny Buckets. You should
My-
read the situation and only get flirty if it seems appropriate.
Or, yeah, I mean, don't be an
At Anony Goose
inappropriate
32
flirter.
says love your vids. They always
Thank you.
brighten my day.
Appreciate it.
Mattis
But sometimes, like, what is an appropriate situation? I don't know. If you're into someone, I feel like as I've gotten older, I was always so cautious and careful throughout most of my life. Not like I haven't ended up with the person I want to be with. I'm super happy being with Banana. I'm thrilled the way my life has worked out. But throughout my life, I was always so nervous. I'm like, what if she says no? What if she shoots me down? What if? And then a bunch of times, like, I never took my shot, and then I regret it. I'm like, maybe she would have liked me. Maybe if I had told her I liked her, she would have told me. But so many times I was like afraid of rejection, or I was afraid of things going bad. Fear is the thief of all joy. They say comparison is the thief of all joy. To me, I feel like fear is the thief of all joy. If I was afraid to learn how to surf, I never would have been able to experience all the joy that comes from it. If I was afraid to keep moving forward as a blind guy, my life would have been terrible. If I was afraid to ask Banana out for the very first time, I wouldn't have found my wife and the love of my life. Fear will stop you from doing everything good. So I feel like the moment you start to fear something, you need to examine that and go, why? And then how can I overcome that fear? Because on the other side of it is usually real joy. That's my thoughts on that. My favorite rock song. Uh-oh. Somebody's here. I am going to have some work done at the house today. I might have to like bolt in a hurry because, oh jeez. I don't want Steve to go out there and you know what? I gotta play. I'm gonna play something for you guys because I gotta go lock a door. I don't want him to go out. I'm just gonna play this and hopefully I'll be back in time.
There you go, Pete. Nice! That was awesome! Whoa, he's still up! That was so cool! That was the most sideways he probably has ever gone.
Yeah, you're good. Really late, really late.
Oh shoot! What did I just sit on? Sat on the slinky. I'm back. Okay, I made it. I have someone coming outside to do some work on the house today, and I have a doggy door that Steve and Skylar can get out of. And what I did not want to happen was the person come and, walk into the backyard and start to do the work, and then have Steve and Skylar come out and jump all over them. So I just ran downstairs and turned off the doggy door to keep the two doggies inside. So thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for watching my little surf adventure. Did I lose everybody? I just put the chat back up. Right?
Lenovo Fan 2003 says, but my alt account isn't verified.
There we go.
Figlin husband says, I'm also, what a coincidence, I'm also having my deck worked on today.
That's exactly
Kimbo
what's going on.
says Petey is almost falling off the couch.
Oh, where's Petey? Come here, Petey. Here he is. Okay. Get Petey back up. No one's bought.
At Uncooked Brick of Ramen says, I love your videos.
Uncooked Brick of Ramen.
At Normal Co says, hey Petter, I gotta ask bro, what would you say has been your most favorite role you've played?
Petter. I wonder why I wrote Petter. It was kind of funny.
At Joni BC says, for the person pretending to be Pete in chat, you've been reported and removed.
Oh,
At Hamish Adams X5N says, epic glasses.
How could you pretend?
Mexican 760 says, bro, I came from YouTube.
Skylar's glasses?
Kitty 30 2011 says, still here.
Petey's glasses? Yeah, Petey has some cool glasses. I guess mine are pretty cool
Clip
too.
says skinning is better than surfing in my opinion.
Skinning or skimming? What did I step? I ran downstairs and I stepped on whatever that is, stuck to the bottom of my foot as I ran downstairs to lock the door. And how could you pretend to be me in the chat? Like, I'm obviously not chatting. Like that, I don't feel like that would fool a lot of people.
14 says, come on over to Twitch. We are trying to break the Twitch viewers record.
Yeah, did we do it yet? I was 31 was my record, and then I get the little notification. It's like, congratulations. I get it on my phone. There's no on-screen alert for it, but 31 was my record. One of these days, I want to get to a Hondo. Hondo is 100. I want to do that.
Figlin husband says, bro, you're 30.
30. I need
At
one more.
X5N says, can we maps debate together? At Millimilly1 says,
so
I just joined.
So thank you. Appreciate
Kimbo
you.
14 says we are at 31 viewers right now.
Hey, we matched our
Lenovo
all-time record.
says we have 31.
Woo!
Angel 3 Fry says Twitch party.
Angel 3 Fries.
Syndrome says first time seeing you live.
Let's do it. We can do
Joni BC says they used a name similar with a misspelling.
Oh, wait, I don't want that one. I want the party one. It's a Twitch party. 31 people.
Clip says if you don't follow on Twitch, you don't like chips.
If you don't follow on Twitch, you don't like chips. Let's see if I can get.
At Joni BC said they used a name similar with a misspelling.
Well, that's just dumb.
At Schmoyoho Clip said if you don't follow on Twitch, you don't like chips.
Everybody should know how to spell my name. P-E-T-E.
Kimbow14 said thank you everyone who have came over from Twitch.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Getting people to
Danksangle420 said Steve.
Switch platforms is very hard.
Devlin Dusbin said if you're not watching this on Twitch, you can't hear his voice, you're not allowed.
That would be a pretty boring stream if you couldn't hear me.
Ramen said me and Twitch got beef him not going over there.
Oh man, what you got beef for? They've been nothing but nice to me.
At the Jellyman Certified Jelly said
Maddie Brown just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you, Matea.
We've been bouncing between 25 and 35.
That blows my mind. I just did not expect the mornings.
Riase Peace Today said 34 viewers on Twitch RN.
Whoa, that's a total record. I'm gonna have to
like. Fries said Dino Dance.
I'm gonna have to go to work soon, and then.
At Angela
but there's
said,
a party
is it hard
going
being
on.
A narrator or fun?
Both. It's hard and fun. 7:27.
Brown said, cheer, cheer. We've been bouncing between 25
and
35.
You know what's going to be annoying is at 7:30. That phone over there.
M3C said, love your unboxing vids.
Oh, seems to be very popular. I still remember the first
Blind
time.
Mexican 760 said it was a pain in the butt to make an account. Voiceover doesn't work too well on the website, so I just downloaded Twitch.
Oh, I feel like the voiceover works really well on the actual app.
At Malimily1 said, what do you do on your stream?
Oh no, wait, that's what that was?
At Abnormal Co asks, actually, have you ever been approached with weird voice roles you've turned down?
I thought that was the
anything funny?
I thought that was the people that are going to be working on the deck.
I got YouTube and Twitch stream open.
Look at that. So I'm getting double views from you. I appreciate that. The other day, Steve got a curtain stuck on him and he yanked a curtain rod off the wall and he ended up breaking the hardware somehow. So I wanted to have it fixed before Banana got back. So me running downstairs and freaking out, I thought it was the people that are coming to work on the deck, but it was actually just the curtain rods. Anything I've ever turned down. early on in my career, I turned down. There was an OUI, operating under the influence lawyer, that wanted me to be like the voice of his, like, have you been caught drunk driving? And I didn't feel like that was meshing with the resume I was trying to build, so I turned that down. There's another question I don't quite remember, but
Said hi.
Hi, what's going on? What's happening? Oh, I was going to say it's 7:30.
Blind Mexican 760 said, yeah, the app works great with voiceover, but the YouTube link sent me to the website.
Oh, that's super weird. Oh,
At Uncooked Brickoff Ramen said, I got beef with Twitch because of how they have been treating creators when it comes to revenue and the revenue split.
I mean, I don't really care about the revenue split, honestly. I don't. You know, someone last night, they're like, why is Pete begging for money? And to me, the money is just like when the platforms see that you're generating money, then they put you out there more, which is all I'm trying to accomplish. I mean, if Twitch is going to take 50% or 60% or 70%, I mean, you know, it's not like I'm going to be like throwing away the money, but for the most part, I do voice acting for money. That's my job. I'm careful about it. That's why when people are asking me to do things that I feel like could be clipped and used, I try to be careful about that. Like, that's my job. And as long as AI doesn't put me out of work, as long as people are going to hire me to be a voice actor, that's my career. I treat it very seriously. I have a number of agents and manager and work at it all day, every day. And this is just something I do. And in order to do it more, here we go. Here's the 7:30 alarm. So now that stupid phone's going to be, let's see if I can figure this out again. Let me turn this one off. So stop. We stopped that alarm. Amazon. And then if I switch over, is this one vibrating? Oh, it's not. So that phone, the one that you guys are on, the text-to-speech one, that only had
420 says I have that same slinky.
a 7 a.m. alarm.
Joni BC says text-to-speech is how he reads comments everywhere.
Text-to-speech is how I read comments everywhere. I can't believe I haven't gotten any more emergency voiceovers yet.
Uncooked Brick of Ramen says frick I all my homies hate I.
I love Uncooked Brick of Ramen.
At SDN Vid says hello P Dim from Twitch. It's Lenovo Fan 2003.
Hey, what's up? Now you're over here in another platform. All right, that's you got a lot.
Max and Sawyer Extra says hi.
What up, Max and Sawyer Extra?
Levi Peterson R90 says I love your videos.
Levi's been here for a little bit.
The Great One says had to come home sick from volunteering because of a bad cough, but at least I got to make it to the stream. How many people do we have this morning?
We've got to.
SDN Vid says on YouTube.
We got to, I don't know how many we had on YouTube. We were at like 60 something on YouTube for a little while, and we broke our record on Twitch.
We have 30 on Twitch right now.
Oh, that's 30. We're hovering at 30. We dropped below the previous record of 31. It is funny to get excited. I mean, these are.
Yahoo Clip says follow on Twitch or you don't like yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Dave says good morning.
What up, blind? Pause, Dave.
Says awesome.
I don't know why it paused. It's kind of weird.
Just says I didn't even realize I grew up with your voice acting. Mind blown. I'm so glad the algorithms brought me to your content.
I'm glad that the algorithms brought you
says, hey, what's up?
as
you
well.
Look blind.
How am I supposed to look? Okay, how about this? If I look up at the ceiling,
said hi.
does that look more blind? I love people like you don't look blind. Like, I mean, the camera's right there. I know it's in front of me. I'm fairly certain it's about right there. So I think in order to appease the people that say I don't look blind, I should be like looking up here, or maybe looking off to the side, or maybe like doing like something wiggly with my eyes there. Oh, that gives me a headache. Does that make me look more blind? Is that more appropriate for you people out there that don't understand that blindness doesn't look any particular way? Come on, I'm gonna have to go soon.
Yahoo Clip says I like chips and myself.
You like
Angel
chips
Tree
and
Fry
yourself.
says people turn purple when they're blind. JK.
That's a thing.
Blind. Dave says it paused because I have 3 dots in my
hold
head.
on a second. This is my this is the guy that's working on my
what
deck.
do you do on your streams?
This I take phone
says
calls.
at
Hello.
Angel 420. It's a 3.5
Hey, Miguel.
inch wide
Yep.
slinky.
Yep. Okay. Are you outside right now?
Back to Twitch. At Propanascript says maybe if you go cross-eyed I'll think you are blind.
I'm in a work thing right now. I can't come out. Do you need me to come out at all?
I think all blind people just don't have eyes or have visible damage to their eyes. At Max and Sawyer Extra says hi.
Oh, the pavers. Okay, that would be awesome. I appreciate that.
Blind you a hole.
Appreciate it. All right, so I'll see you. I'll see you guys later when I can get out of here. Thanks, Miguel.
Says LOL. I hope you have a great day.
That's cool. Okay, that's nice.
Says
That guy's the best.
A bunch of assholes except for my sister.
I don't know what that was.
Says this is pretty much what streams are like.
Yeah, what are
At
streams
Jerry
like?
Lang Y8F
Just
says he looks into his phone and says he is blind.
yeah.
Flint Mexican 760 says come on stream with your ID cape so people believe you, bro, haha.
Oh yeah. I
Saracom
should have my cane.
7808 says nice Matea.
All right. I feel like
At
so
Jerry
that,
Lang
that was the
Y8F
guy
says he
that's.
calls the guy amigo because he is Spanish.
I feel like
Siblin has-
what is going on outside? There's like all sorts of stuff happening. Steve, what's going on outside? I hear noises. Miguel's going to be working on the deck and he's going to be fixing some pavers, I guess. And you just, what is that noise? Do you hear it? I hear it. There's some craziness going on outside. I guess what I should probably do is, get to my day job. I should get to that. But I'm very
Bravo
excited
fan
with the way that the
2003
morning
says
has
in back
gone
in
so
Twitch.
far. Thank you. I
Kimbo
appreciate
14
that.
says people are silly.
If anybody wants to give me a
Sister
last,
says my nan was blind and so many people didn't know. She
If
would look
any-
in the right direction.
buddy wants to give me a last minute follow on Twitch before I get out of here at Pete
Cherry
Justin.
Lang Y8F said Hispanic.
What up, Cherry Lang? Cherry Lang.
At
It's a good
Salt33
name.
asks, "Are you stupid, Cherry?"
I wonder what's. I feel like the
At
chat's getting
Helen247
little.
said, "LOL, long time viewer, first time on the stream.
Oh, welcome
Thank
to
you
the
for
stream."
your endless patience with all the ridiculous questions."
Steve is leaning on me pretty hard.
Bahanara said, "Maybe mute mic on your call."
Why? I don't care if you guys hear it.
Lenabofin 2003 said, "I'm back in Twitch."
Doesn't matter to me. It's not like I'm hiding anything.
Kimball 14 said, "People are silly."
I'm having work done on the house today. Oh no! Now everybody knows there's work being done on my house today. There's not a lot that I have to hide. I'm if I was ever to run for public office, if I was going to run for president of the United States of America, they could do all sorts of background checks and they really wouldn't find anything bad. I'm a pretty rules following normal human being. So maybe after I'm done with streaming. When I get tired of this, maybe I will run for public office. Pete for president. I'd be one of the only people I think that could pass the background check. Doggies are definitely excited about what's going on outside.
At Levi Peterson R90 said, "I like blind guy unboxing."
I mean, it's a popular thing. It's a very popular thing, which I never would have expected. All right, I
At
do.
Uncooked Burkoff Ramen said, "Man, I was just thinking there hasn't been any people saying Pete isn't blind."
Oh, and here's a. Hold on. Things are starting to get busy. Let's see what this is.
Kimball 14 said,
Oh, I
"Welcome
forgot
back,
about that.
Lenovo."
Wait, what did she say?
Dangfangle
Yeah, hold
420
on.
said, "Steve looks concerned, LOL."
Okay, that's annoying.
Theblin Desmond said, "Leaving on a record 34 people right now."
No, I don't want to walk out when I'm at a record. That's like.
At Lil
I feel like I'm supposed to.
54 said, "Yes,
feel like I'm
I
supposed to-
finally managed to watch your stream."
Did you just
First
show
time.
up just now and now I'm about to leave? See, this always happens. Like right when I'm ready to get out of here, then all of a
At
sudden,
Shmoyoho Clips said, "That noise outside is me."
show you a whole clips. You're outside the house. I'm gonna
BLND
sick
Dave said,
Steve
"It was
on
a
you.
continent buddy, you keep me going."
Steve's gonna miss part of that. Steve's gonna come out there and lick you to death if
Kimball
you're outside.
14 said, "34 is so good."
34 is good. Oh, that's what I was laughing
Robert
about
Thievery
before.
1 said, "Steve has blessed us with his presence."
Well, Steve ran away again. I mean, 30, like I get all excited about 34, but it reminds me of the days like when I very first started YouTube, and I remember how excited Banana and I would get, mostly me, because she's like, I don't know, even the stupid YouTube thing, but I would get so excited when my videos, I'm talking like the very first few episodes, I would get like when I broke 100 views, like I would sit there and I'd be like, refresh, I'm like 89, 90, and then an hour later, 91. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get 100 views on my video. That's it. I feel like, we're getting all excited now, like 34 people on Twitch. That's amazing. Like, I hope it has the same trajectory. Like, how fun would it be to have like a chat with like 1,000 people in it all? It would be pretty crazy. I think it would just be fun. I don't know. I would like to experience it. There's definitely some craziness going on outside right now. Oh, well, this has been more fun than I expected. Anything else you guys want to say?
Pint-sized Jazz said, "Have a great rest of your day."
Thanks,
Big love
Pint-Sized
to you,
Jazz.
Banana and the fur babies.
Banana will be back tomorrow. I don't know when she's coming back, but she's going to be coming back tomorrow, 7:37 a.m.
Bogart the Great One said, "That's awesome."
I've heard your username a million times. It sounds like Bogart the Great
BLND
One.
Dave said, "Thanks for your content. You keep me going, mate."
Oh, BLND Dave. I'm guessing that's Blind Dave. Glad to hear that the content
At
helps.
Spidey S67 said, "Optimus Prime."
Spider-Man, doing
Angel 3
something
Fry
as
said,
fast
"You
as you
got my
can.
vote."
All right, it's cool. Pete for president. My next venture. Banana would kill me.
Sarahcam 7808 said, "Have a wonderful workday, Pete."
She said, she's like, you could. She's like, if you go into politics, I'm out of here. It I don't want to, but I don't know. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know. I always think of like challenges, like what would be fun, what would be cool to do. Like before I ever went to politics, I'd try and have someone drive me up to Los Angeles and go on some on-camera movie auditions. I think there would be some real challenges with that, not being able to see anymore, but it would be fun. Anyhow, if I put on the chat again, I'm gonna be like all tempted to keep talking to you guys, but it's about 7:38 in the morning, and that means I actually have to go do the real money-making thing, saying words out loud for a living. Really excited that you guys join me in the morning. Depending on how well I sleep at night, I'll probably be trying it some more, maybe even tomorrow, because I don't know when Banana's coming home tomorrow. She might be coming home like in the middle of the afternoon, and if she comes home and I immediately like go and do a live show, she'll be like, well, go F yourself then. Welcome back to me. So maybe I will do one tomorrow morning just to make sure that I can spend some time with her when she comes home. Follow me on Twitch. Before you do anything else today, at Pete Gustin, P-E-T-E, just like the lights up there, Gustin, G-U-S-T-I-N. Thank you for helping me break my concurrent viewers on Twitch. Thank you everybody that showed up on YouTube, Shorts, YouTube, Horizontal, Facebook, TikTok. I love you all. I'm going to turn on the chat for a second so you guys can say goodbye to each other, and I'm going to go hit end stream over there somewhere. Bye. Love you. Thank you. Talk to you this afternoon, because I did promise Brooks I'll be doing an afternoon show. 2 in 1 day. It's going to be a lot. Bye.
At Joni BC says have a great day all. He'll be back later tonight. Lenovo Fan 2003 says bye. Kitty 30 2011 says have a